Hi guys, so I'm going to teach you how to play the Colonial America historical simulation game in case you want to play it with your family over Thanksgiving break. So you start out with this little score sheet and you draw a yellow card. So this is the one that I drew. I've got Catherine Britteridge and she was born in 1587. So the Mayflower took off in the year 1620. So first I have to do a little math problem to figure out how old I was at the time of the journey if I'm Catherine Britteridge. So I have 1620 minus 1587. And I'm going to go ahead and just figure that out in the margins of my paper. So can't take 7 away from 0. I'm going to go ahead and borrow and go ahead and do that. So I would be 33 years old. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write my name here, and each player that's playing is going to draw their own yellow card. So if your mom and your dad and your sister are playing, they each get their own paper, and they each get a different yellow card with their name on it. So I'm Catherine Britteridge. I'm 33 years old, and oops, I wrote it on the wrong side. Okay, I'm 33. I have a family size of 8, and my hometown is Crowhurst in Sussex in England. So now we can start playing the game. It says at the top, it'll have the little story, and each section you'll read a little piece, and then you'll do the activity. So it says, you and your family moved to Holland in 1607 for religious freedom. You found religious freedom, but it was very difficult to retain your English customs in a Dutch country. You also had a hard time finding a good job. In 1619, you and your friends joined up with investors to fund the expensive journey to America. Your objective is to earn as many points as possible. The date is September 6th, 1620, and after many problems with the Speedwell, many colonists go home. You, however, are determined to go to America, so you and your family will have a better life. Many colonists cram on board the Mayflower as it departs from Plymouth, England. Choose a purple Mayflower card. So remembering that the Mayflower was a ship that went to the Americas. So I drew a purple Mayflower card, and this is what it says on it. Many passengers are becoming seasick during the voyage. Whoops. Roll the die. If you get even, luckily you have yet to get seasick and you'll get 10 points. If you get odd, unfortunately you've been seasick almost every day for a week and you'll lose 10 points. So hopefully you guys have some sort of a dice at home from a game. And if not, you can get an online dice that will roll for you. So I got a 4, which is even. And luckily I have yet to get seasick. So this is what I'm going to put right here. For activity, I'm going to put not seasick. And then I'm going to put plus 10 points. So here you can see I filled it out where I said the activity is I'm not seasick yet. And I added 10 points. So 50 points plus 10 points is 60. And I'm ready to move on in the game. So what you'll do is you'll fill out yours and your family members will fill out theirs. And usually if there's only 4 or 5 people playing, you'll each read out loud your cards so that you can all learn the history behind it. Okay, so then the next part says the Mayflower has been at sea for about 3 weeks. And so far, the worst problem has been seasickness. Choose a purple Mayflower card. So you're going to choose another purple. In this case, I have a choice to make. And if you get a card of any color that has a letter in the corner, that's when somebody's going to have to be the game master that holds the orange cards. So usually if you're playing with a parent, the parent might be the game master. Or if you're playing with little cousins and little siblings, you might be the game master. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through, if I'm the game master, and I'm going to look through all my orange cards, and I'm going to find the one that has the letter C on it. So you guys all got nice cards that were printed on paper. These are my first ones that are just colored with crayon, but it's the same thing. So here's the card that has the answers for C. And this is what selection C says. The winds are picking up and there are storm clouds in the distance. You and a few other colonists are worried about sailing off course. Do you suggest keeping the sails up and try to stay on course, or suggest pulling the sails down and just drift wherever the wind and waves take the ship? So you are going to have to decide which choice you think will be the best, and then the game master will tell you the consequences of your choice, if you're going to gain 15 points or lose 15 points. And you'll fill that in here. So I'm going to say for mine that I kept the sails up would be the activity. And I'm not going to tell you whether that choice goes up or down because I don't want you to know. So then you would keep on reading in the different things. And there's some things where you have to roll the dice. There's some things where you have to make a choice. There are ones where you have to choose a green spring in Plymouth card or a blue winter in Plymouth card. There's different, and I think there's red. I don't remember what red stands for, but it will tell you on the game sheet what you need to do. And all you do is you add up your points at the end of each turn, and everybody around the table, whoever's playing, adds up their points, and then you read the next section, and then you add up your points, and you read the next section and you add up your points. So sometimes you're rolling a dice, like I said. Sometimes you're just drawing a card and it'll tell you whether you get points or you don't. And sometimes you have to make a choice. All right, I hope you have fun. And happy Thanksgiving.